Again, we have four crafts. Pastor Jen is going to start us off. And so, again, change your screen to speaker view. We'll see how this goes. Our first ever virtual Advent workshop, and hopefully last, because next year we're going to be totally in person and have a lot of fun. So, Pastor Jen, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much, DJ. Well, welcome everyone again to this year's Advent Workshop, which is over Zoom. We're doing it different this year, but we're still going to have the same amount of fun. So our first craft is to make an Advent wreath together. And if you've been coming to church for a while, you know that we have a big one in the church that families are invited to light every Sunday during Advent. And we're doing that during worship also during COVID times. We're just recording it ahead of time. So if you watched worship this morning, you saw the Paul Lopez family light the Advent wreath. And I think Carson's on here somewhere. Carson, are you still on here? There he is. Yeah, with his mom. So they lit the wreath this morning. So the Advent wreath, Advent just means the arrival. And I think you all know what we are waiting to arrive, right? During Advent, we're waiting for what? Somebody unmute your mic and tell me what we're waiting for.
Jesus to be born.
Yeah, for Jesus to be born. So as we prepare for that arrival, we light a candle each week during Advent. And of course, on Christmas Eve, we light the center candle, the Christ candle. And then we know that the light of the world, which is Jesus, has come into the darkness. And this is a perfect time of year to have a tradition like this, because you've probably noticed that it gets dark really early in the winter, right? Like 4:45, maybe even at its height. In a couple of weeks, it'll be at 4:30. It starts to get dark. And that's different than in the summertime when we can play outside until 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, right? So as the world gets darker and darker, we light this wreath more and more to prepare ourselves for the arrival of Christ, who is in fact the light of the world. So you're going to need your 4 white candles, and you need this little bag of your ornaments with twine. And then this is why you need like a platter or a plate or something, because you're going to be putting the candles on here. So if you don't have one right now, that's okay. You can get one later, but this is just what you're going to want to set everything on when it's complete. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your scissors and cut off the plastic on all of your candles if you haven't done that yet. So just make a little snip, peel the plastic right off of there. And then you're going to set all of your candles on your platter or your plate. Snipping and unwrapping.
Why are these so hard to unwrap?
You got to make sure you cut it's easier if you have scissors to cut the top of the plastic to make a little piece for you to start peeling. All right, give me a thumbs up if you have unwrapped all of your candles. Just need like one more second here. Thumbs up from Helen. Okay, we're just waiting on a few more people. This is probably a good time for me to remind you that you should never light these candles without an adult present. We don't want to start any fires in any houses. So always make sure an adult is present, and once you're done with them, you're going to want to blow them out each night, so don't leave them on overnight. And this is also a good time to remind you that every Wednesday night during Advent, here on Zoom at 7 o'clock, we're going to be lighting these together one at a time each week and having a little mini devotion. So hopefully you can all tune in for that. All right, give me a thumbs up if you've unwrapped all 4 of your candles. Okay, looking good. Those of you who haven't yet, just keep going. So you're going to take one of your purple ornaments and one of your pieces of twine. And you can cut off this little silver string on each of the ornaments if you want. It makes it a little bit cleaner. You don't have to cut it off, but otherwise it's just going to dangle there. So you can take your twine and you're going to string it through your ornament like so. Okay, and this is a part you might, if you're a tiny person, you might need an adult to help you. But you're going to, I have a little thumb Band-Aid there. I had an unfortunate accident with the vegetable peeler. But you're gonna hold your twine with the string on it, or with the bulb on it, and you're gonna wrap it around the candle. Now, if you have a fat candle like me, you might only be able to get it around once. If you have one of the skinnier candles, you might be able to get it around twice. And then you're just gonna tie it in a knot so it looks like that. Okay, so we have two different kinds of candles in the kits, and the skinnier ones are like smaller, so they're easier to tie on. So if you have a fat candle, you might only be able to get the string around it once, but that's fine. So then you're just gonna tie a knot on the back like that. And so your first purple candle is gonna be done like that. And you're gonna put it on your platter. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, and you're just gonna repeat that with another purple one. And as you're doing this, I'm going to tell you about the colors and the themes. So every week that we light a candle during Advent, the church celebrates a different theme. So these can be different every year. Some churches have different themes than others, and we're actually mixing it up a little bit this year. But does anybody know what today's theme is? If you were in worship, maybe you heard us talk about it or you saw the banner. Or maybe you saw
I wasn't there, but I'm just going to guess that it was peace or hope.
One of those is correct. So our theme was hope for today. And yeah, that's a great way to kick off Advent, because as we're preparing for Jesus's birth, we're filled with so much hope, right? All of the good things that he is going to bring us and already has brought us in the world. So we're going to talk more about hope on Wednesday night when we do our devotion together. But yeah, the first purple candle is for hope. Here's my second purple candle. I got one of the glittery ones tied in the back. And our second theme of this year is going to be peace, I think. Is that right, DJ? Or is it joy? I think it might be. No, it's love. It's love.
Keep mixing them up too.
Okay, then the third candle is actually going to be your pink ornament. So I've got a sparkly pink one. And that one, some people always think that the pink one is love, but it's actually joy. And that's because, you know, the birth of Christ brings so much joy into the world. I bet you all feel really joyful during Christmas time, right? That's like a universal thing. So the third candle is always pink. Tie that one on there. All right, how are we doing? Give me a thumbs up if you're rocking the candles. There's my third one, my pink one. All right. And then our fourth one is another one of the purples, and that theme is going to be love, because obviously Jesus brings so much love into our hearts and he teaches us about love.
You already said love.
We already said love? Okay, peace. I think the second one was supposed to be peace. But also Jesus brings peace and teaches us about peace. So like I said, the order doesn't really matter. We change it up sometimes. But those are the four themes that are most commonly used in churches. All right. So if you have completed your 4 candles, then you're going to set them on your platter or your plate and face the bulbs out like this. And we're going to be lighting one of the candles each week on our Wednesday night devotions. Now, if you want to, we did not include a fifth candle, but if you have a fifth candle in your house and you want to light a Christ candle on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, you can put that in the center like that. That's optional. And then also, I think it's really pretty if you have some greenery, you can go out maybe on a nature walk later tonight or tomorrow and just pick a few greens and you can kind of put those around your candles. I think that looks really nice as well. But again, don't leave these unattended because we don't want to start a little fire. So I'm just going to do that. So that is your DIY homemade Advent wreath. Yay! Craft number 1 complete.
Thank you. We love it so much. That's great. Thank you.
So although these are still a work in progress, I'm sure there's a lot you can add to them. Can you is anybody done? You want to hold it up to the camera? One of the things I want to do after each of these is see how they did. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you guys already had greenery and stuff. How beautiful.
Yeah,
these look great.
That looks awesome.
Gorgeous.
Oh, Claire and Lily, I see it. You got some greenery too. On all of these crafts, of course, if you're like, man, I didn't finish, that's okay. It's crafts. I feel like crafts are never really finished. You just kind of run out of time. So add all the greenery you want, tie those bulbs around those candles. And thank you, Pastor Jeff, for saying don't leave it unattended. Light it, blow it out. Also, don't get any dry greenery and put that around. And also in the chat, thanks for reminding, we do have 7 p.m. starting this Wednesday for devotionals, and we'll be sending out an email to all families with reminders about that. That was awesome. Unfortunately, I'm sitting here really wanting to craft, but we gave out all the bags. And so I'm just sitting here longing to be a part of it. I need to go grab some candles. So, all right, if you aren't done with your Advent wreath, that's okay. But like I said, we are on, it is a tight crafting schedule. And so we are going to keep moving. And so I'm actually going to hand it off to Jocelyn, and she's got our next craft for us. And I know you'll need scissors and glue for this one.
That's right. All right, guys. So, folks, I'm super excited to do this craft with you. DJ's right. You're going to need scissors. So everybody needs to grab scissors and glue. White glue is probably good, like the gooey kind. If you have a older parent or family member or older sister, maybe hot glue would be best too, just for the popsicle sticks. So you're going to grab a baggie that was in your craft bag that has 2 popsicle sticks in it and some different colored tan brown paper. And it also has like a little piece of like yarn. And when you guys all have that, give me a thumbs up so I'll know when to begin. Everybody good? Perfect. So the first step, well, actually, let me show you because I already made the craft because I was very excited this morning. So the finished product, let's see if I can show you. Can you see it? It's going to look like baby Jesus sleeping in a manger. And we're going to put a little bit of yarn to make it an ornament. So we could decorate our tree or you could decorate somewhere in your home. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to construct the manger. So you need to get your 2 craft sticks or popsicle sticks and glue them to each other like this. I use hot glue because hot glue is awesome. But if you don't have hot glue, white glue works great. And if you don't have white glue, even tape works great. I used all 3 actually. So anything you have that's sticky. So that's step 1, make this little manger. Okay. If you're using white glue, it's going to take a sec. You're going to have to pinch it for a while. That's okay. And I'm going to wait until you guys get that part constructed before I go to step 2.
I have 3 sticks.
That's okay. You can use the third one as maybe like
I have 4.
a base. You have 4. You can make 2 baby Jesuses. One
Okay.
for your friends. All right, when you guys have your manger constructed and you have a little X on the bottom here, just give me a thumbs up so that I can go to the next step. Thanks, Michelle. Sarah's got it. Joanne's got it. I'll wait just a sec. I like this craft because there's a lot of artistic liberty you can take with it because there's a lot of different colors of paper in the bag. So I chose to make the little blanket part, this part of the manger, the dark brown. You can choose any of the shades. I don't know. Did everybody else get a lot of different colors in there? Yeah. Oh, look, Helen's got a bunch. So the next step after you have your X for the manger, I don't know, wooden part, the next step is you're going to cut a piece of triangle paper and you're going to attach it with glue or like tape or anything that you have because it's really lightweight. So you can have your scissors, cut out a triangle shape, and then attach it to your manger frame. And I'll let you guys do that. I see lots of scissors going. I made mine this morning. I see everyone busily working. Very good. Whenever you're ready for attaching your paper and you're ready to move on, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Everybody's busy. Did you guys bring snacks to the crafts? Yeah? DJ has snacks. It's like marshmallows.
Popcorn.
Popcorn? All right, do you folks feel good about our triangle? Okay, good. Olivia gave me a thumbs up. Awesome. The next step is you have to choose what color you want to make a baby head out of the paper. I chose this medium tan. And if you see, Jesus is happy. So you can cut a circle out any way you like. You can just draw a circle on the paper. You can fold it in half and cut out a half circle. My first one, Jesus's head looked like a heart. That was a reject. So I made a circle. And then I just used tape, just to tape the head here to the back of the brown. Step 3 looks something like this.
Mine looks like a seed.
A seed is fine, whatever. You got plenty of paper. So if you make mistakes, just make another head. Yes, I totally can. I think that's the problem of doing it ahead of time. I'm just going to zip right through. So this is step 3. This was step 1, the X, of course. This is step 2, the brown paper. And then we got step 3, which is a little baby head. I chose to make his eyes open, but this is also artistic freedom. You can make Jesus sleeping. He can wink. Everybody's busy. Olivia, that looks awesome. He looks like a very peaceful baby. Very good. Helen, that looks great. Here, let's see. Maybe I can see more people. Yeah, you guys are all busy. Helen's is partying, dancing. Jameson, yes. Katie, beautiful. Yeah. Happy and sad, depending on the mood. All right, and so the final step, I don't want to go too fast or too slow. The final step is just, I took some little extra bits here. I'm going to use this little piece of white paper. My final Jesus is now sleeping, tucked into his manger. I took some little extra bits of the paper to make like straw or like hay in the manger, just for a little extra detail. Then I added happy birthday, Jesus on the, you can write whatever you like or write nothing. This is just your time to put some flair on it, if you would like. And little baby Jesus my kids are using the craft kits in a different room, so I didn't want to take the yarn from them. You could also use one of these little pipe cleaners and make an ornament out of it, or it could just be a little decoration. But if you want to do an ornament, then you can just glue the yarn that was supplied on the tops here, right over the top. And then you got a lightweight ornament for your tree. So here's baby Jesus one last time. Does anybody have any that are all done that they want to show off? No, we're just working. You guys are doing good. Oh, I see Chloe. Wait, is that Chloe or Phoebe? I can't tell. Hi, girl.
It's Chloe and Phoebe.
I know, but I can see you blurry, so it's hard to tell. Look at how beautiful your baby is. That's beautiful. She's all tucked in.
Yes.
Very nice.
I just finished mine.
Let's see. Beautiful. I love his like straw.
Thank you.
That's a good little extra something.
So now that's half of them. We're halfway done. So we're on to our third craft, and this one is being led by Michelle, and I believe it's going to be an angel. And so Michelle, it's all yours.
Hello. So yes, we are going to make clothespin angels, and I'll show everyone a photo. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. No, sorry, you don't get a photo. I was just kidding. So we're going to start with supplies. You're going to want to get your doily and your pipe cleaner, a clothespin, and then some more sheets of paper, whatever color you want to use for our angel face. And then you'll need scissors and whatever kind of glue you're using. I'm going to use hot glue, but the white glue works great too. So what we're going to do first is make our face. So grab your paper, cut your circle, and then draw whatever kind of face you would like your angel to have. I'm going to draw my angel's eyes closed, and I'm going to do an open mouth like she's singing. Or he. And then once you have that drawn, you can go ahead and just cut it out. Give me a thumbs up when we got our faces done. So once you've got your face done, you can take it and you're going to glue it to the top of the clothespin where it opens. How's everybody doing? Good? Ooh, that one's beautiful. Next, you're gonna wanna take your doily and your pipe cleaner. This part doesn't have to be perfect because it is a little awkward, but if you just wanna kind of gather it in the middle like this. And then you're gonna take your pipe cleaner and wrap it around pretty tight. And as you go, you can kind of shape the wings however you're gonna want them to look. Like I said, it won't be perfect, but it doesn't really need to be. It actually looks better when it's not. Once you've got it wrapped and you have your wings kind of flattened out the way that you want them, you can take this extra part and make a circle so that we have a halo. And if you have any extra, like I think mine's going to, we can just snip that off with some scissors. I'm right here, baby. Or you can just wrap it around. How's everyone doing on that step? Is it a little awkward? Yes, you can see. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, so once you have that done, we're gonna attach our wings. You can use glue here if you want, but I think it's easier to just take the clothespin and open it up and you can clip your wings on. Now is the fun part where you can kind of do whatever you want to the actual clothespin. I'm going to take some glue and some glitter. Yeah, glitter.
That's a beautiful.
And then shake the excess off and it's sparkly. You could use glitter. I don't know if we're gonna have any buttons or any of these bells or anything left over. You could put something like that on there. You could draw on there. You could write something on there. And then you can take it and clip it wherever you want in your house. I think we're gonna clip ours onto our Christmas tree.
What did it with butterfly?
Angel, but yeah, but
Is it a butterfly?
you could probably actually make butterflies like this too. That would be fun.
I want to get a butterfly.
All right, hold them up when you're done so I can see what you guys got.
I just got to take care of them.
That's awesome.
I just got to take care of them.
You just take care of that for me. Thank you. You guys did awesome.
Yes, I do.
Look at all the beautiful angels. Aren't they
That
beautiful?
looks so good.
Yes, I do. Whoa. I'm going to draw something real quick.
You guys will have to let me know where you end up putting it.
Christmas tree.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
That's a good spot.
I think mine might get taken over. Good job, guys.
3 crafts down, and the disappointing news is that there's only one more left, at least officially, for Advent Workshop. And when we were preparing for what crafts we were going to do today, Joanne shared many times how many buttons we have at the church. And so if for some reason you don't have enough buttons for this next craft, we will get you more buttons. And if you want to cover your angel in buttons, we can get you buttons. And if you want to make a second button tree, I'm sure we can get you more buttons. And so I'm actually excited about this one. Joanne, are you ready to bring us around third?
I'm ready, DJ, thanks.
All right.
We're going to make this button tree, and some of you might be able to make more than one. Now, I'm going to turn my camera around. And let's hope that this works. Maybe not.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You're gonna need some kind of paper that doesn't stick to anything, or a tabletop that glue won't wreck up something. And you're gonna need this bag. In this bag, you might have been lucky enough to get more than one of these. I don't know. If you did, woohoo, Christmas came early for you. But we're going to work on one together. So take out your shape. And you might need someone with bigger fingers to help you thread the twine through. We're going to do that first. So la 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 la. La 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 la. You got to be patient because it doesn't want to play nice sometimes. And I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to count to, let's see, 10 in Elvish. How does this work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 8, 74, 94, 3, 10. How we doing? I'm going to need somebody to let me know who's in the chat because I can't see it from this angle. So next thing I'm going to do is get my envelope of buttons. And some of you got more than one envelope because, as DJ said, I guess I've been very vocal about, we have lots of buttons. So take your buttons out and see what you got. You might have been lucky enough to get big ones and little ones and red ones and green ones, all kinds. Then I found that the best thing to do was to put glue on an area, maybe a fourth of the area, maybe a third of the area, and just be really generous with it. And then start laying buttons down. You can layer buttons, you can put them single layer, you can do it that way. The other thing that's fun about this is that nobody's tree is going to look like anybody else's tree. It's going to be your tree. So let's see, I think I want a green jingle bell. I'm going to do a sound check here. Am I on?
I turned mine off because I was echoing you.
Okay. Could somebody let me know if I'm on?
Yes, you're great.
It got so quiet there. When you're a teacher in a classroom, you get really nervous when it's this quiet. So now those of you with great little fingers, you're going to be able to pick these up and just fly through this. Those of us with bigger fingers are having a challenge. Now, let's see. I think that's good so far. Oh, it's a bead. Oh, I got a bead. Lucky. Let's see what else I've got. Here's another tiny bead right here. So now it's time for another layer. Now, the thing about this, guys, is that you're not going to actually be able to pick it up to show your work because the glue will slide right off. Ask me how I know this, because it slid right off mine at home when I tried to pick it up. You can see that I'm not going to use every single button, but I might decide when this is all dry to do it to the other side too. Ah, I just thought of that. Ooh, lucky I got a gold one. Let's see. Now, I don't know how we're doing on time, but just in case we don't get this whole thing covered by the time my time's up, oh, you can finish this anytime. That's the beautiful thing about glue. You can always find some.
We are doing great on time.
Excellent. Thank you, DJ. Okay, I'm almost finished putting glue all this over this guy. I don't know about you guys out there, but I love glue. I don't know what it's about. I don't know whether it's because it's gooey and whether it's because you can get all messy and nobody cares. I don't know. And I think there's enough buttons for me to put some on my angel and some on my little baby Jesus manger ornament. And there's probably some to put on, let's see, string them together on my Christmas tree. Oh, I just had an idea. I'm gonna try to layer this. For those of you who want to try something a little more interesting, you could go for a layered effect. You get a little texture that way. Woo! I love this big green button and I wished I could have found a place for it. Maybe what I'll do later is take the back of the one I did and add some of the bigger buttons later to it. I might do that at home. Wow. I think I could keep going a little bit till my time's up. Keep adding some buttons till I've got the glue kind of covered. Maybe I need a little more right there. Get off of there. Well, there he goes. There he goes. I think I've pretty much covered that whole surface. Now, if you were lucky enough to get another one, another Christmas tree, and you want to go ahead and start on that one now, you're welcome to. If there's any question I can answer for you, you're welcome to ask it. See what I can do. Otherwise, there are always Christmas carols to sing while we're waiting.
I find that it's very hard to decide which buttons to use because there's so many cool ones in this packet.
Very, very true. Did anybody, there was one really beautiful large button in one of the envelopes. Does anybody get it? It's just this very unusual large, maybe from 1940s. Just a gorgeous big button.
Is it gold?
I think it is. Is that you?
I got this really
I think it was gold.
one. This one.
Oh, there it is. It's a lovely button right there. Yep. There's some good, beautiful buttons in those envelopes.
So also, if you're missing a button on your sweater or your jacket, the church has many for you to choose from.
Yes, we do. Although, luckily, we have far fewer now than we did. So if we
I'm
ever do a big,
satisfied with my new button collection.
are you, are you a button collector?
Kind of.
Oh, we can so help you out with that.
I think I'm good. Otherwise, I'm gonna have too many buttons, and then the room will just be covered in buttons.
Now, the beauty of using a surface like wax paper or parchment paper or a plate is that you won't get, when you rip it up, when it's dry, you won't have to take the paper off that got stuck because you weren't thinking when you did this the first time. So that's another reason to take whatever buttons you've got left over, maybe tomorrow, to cover the back. This is going to take about 2 solid hours to dry enough for you to pick it up without the buttons falling off. Best thing to do would be to leave it until tomorrow morning, and then it'll be just ready to hang up on a tree or anywhere you want it to.
Excuse me?
Yes.
I got this really golden button, the one in the corner.
Hold it up to the middle, hold it up to the,
That one.
oh my goodness. Well, lucky,
Wow.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, are any of you able to tilt your camera down to your table maybe so we can see your tree? Or some of you used hot glue. Oh yeah.
Oh, those look good. Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
More buttons on there than I did.
Oh my goodness. Those look great.
I might need to go back and add some
Oh,
buttons.
nicely done.
That one is
What?
that one is Daddy's,
somebody-
this one is Mommy's, and this one is mine.
Perfect. Perfect. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Yeah. Also, Joanne, thank you for. I feel like it's not crafts unless you're a little bit sticky at the end. And
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
other ones were very clean, and so good thing we did this one last, because otherwise, I think those strips of paper for the manger would have been sticking to people's fingers.
Good thinking there, DJ.
It was a happy accident.
Oh, that's a beautiful button, Amelia. Amelie, I'm sorry, didn't see that either. That's beautiful.
Oh, it's like a dark one. Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys. That was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, with
Thank you.
Thank you.
it makes me feel
Thank
like
you.
since we only did 4, it makes me feel like we should do a spring craft thing or something.
We should. That would be fun.
Yeah. Is anybody able to hold up all of their crafts so we can get a panoramic of everything?
Let's do a screenshot so we can show the rest of the
Oh,
congregation.
yeah, let's do this. So let's start with the Advent wreaths. If you have your candles, can you hold them up to the screen, and I'll do a screenshot of those. Oh yeah,
Get in the picture.
well, they almost look like from my screen. They look like a cake, like you're all holding up a.
Oh, they're on the bottom like this. They're all holding.
Very cool. Okay, the picture's being taken.
Great.
Awesome. Nice face, Jameson. Okay, the second one, the manger, Jesus in the manger, your manger ornaments. See if we can get those on the screen.
Yeah.
Someone had asked me what they do with the candy. You eat the candy. Or you can glue it to your Christmas tree if you want, but
Your face and
it's up
smile.
to you.
A
Oh,
nice,
those mangers are looking good. Let me snap a pic.
but still.
Very nice. All right, next one was the angel, which I don't know why. I thought the angel was more complicated than it was. And it was like 2 steps and then it started looking like an angel.
I made Gabriel after he fell down.
Oh,
Oh,
All right, so hold those angels up to the camera. They're looking good.
Helen, your angel's face is hysterical.
It looks like he gets motion sick. Yeah. Awesome. And then last but not least, you probably can't, some of you cannot hold up your Christmas trees, but some of you
You
can.
can
Let's
probably
give it a
just
shot
flip the camera.
with your sticky fingers. Oh, yeah. Oh, those look good. And screenshot. Awesome. That was great.
So fun.
So I wish I had some grand, Christmas finale for us. But the craft, it's not about the destination, right? It's the journey that we all just went on together. And so a couple things I know. I'm all for doing another craft thing. And also, if you've ever done a craft, maybe that we can borrow for the future, send us some good ones. Or if you see maybe something fun on Pinterest, I know we're all looking for some fun things to do. I know we were looking for crafts during this workshop that were a little simpler, so we could do them over Zoom. But there are some great, more complicated ones that maybe we could send instructions to and see if people can do those as a family, because those trees, I'm looking at, look awesome. Just want to remind you, I will post this on YouTube, on the church's YouTube page, so we will be able to watch them again, or if you have friends who weren't able to attend. And then also just want to remind you, Wednesdays at 7, we are doing a family devotional time. Nothing crazy, nothing long, but it is a chance where we can light the Advent candles together, sing a song, and reflect on Jesus's birth. And so I don't have anything else. Pastor Jen, can you think of anything?
I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoy the little treats in there. And maybe make yourself a cup of hot chocolate tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll hopefully see you all on Wednesday. Enjoy your crafts in your home.
Yummy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye, everybody.